I'm David Peake, I am the Group After Sales Director. God, I've been with the group now over 20 years. I think the most exciting thing that's happened, certainly over the last few months, is that we've become the second largest dealer group for Jaker, Omoda and Cherry, which has given a number of sites across the group a lot of opportunity with new products, new training for the technicians, and just a bit of life back in the workshops. So that's been really encouraging over the last few months for everybody to start again with new brands really. And I think the second exciting thing that's just about to happen, whether I should say it or not, is we're just about to get our second McLaren business and our third Bentley business. So yeah, some exciting stuff happening in the after sales at the moment. My first impression was, oh my God, no, I need to leave. And that's honest. Honestly, Mark knows that, that's true, that's a true story. I went home and said I need to leave on my first day. I think my first impression on the first day, I did honestly go home and say I need to leave. And Mark's fully aware of that, so I'm not making that up. But I'm still here, so it couldn't have been too bad. I think obviously it was difficult when we first got taken over by Canberra, because it was all new to everybody at Grange, Welwyn Garden City, Jaguar, Aston Martin, which is where I started originally. So that was quite difficult for everyone to have a takeover at that time. And obviously there was a load of change coming, which we don't always like change, including me at that time. But I saw the light after Mark talked to me about lean retail, and here I am now. I think the things that made it different for me was having worked for a number of PLCs before. This was obviously a family business, if you like, at the time. So it was, Mark's own business. And I think that the flexibility of being able to get things done, decision making was quicker, didn't have to jump through a load of hoops. And I found that a little bit refreshing, because I'd never worked in a group that was like that before. So I felt that, if that continued like that, it'd be a good place to work. I think I recognised early doors that we were going to grow, and we was going to grow quick. So I think, that seemed, from somewhere where they started, with one location, and then to all of a sudden buy the Summit Auto Group, which was where Grange was formerly part of. I think to then see us start, making acquisitions over the years in quite quick succession, you then realise that you was going to be part of something good, and you wanted to be part of that. I think, and again, I was only in one location at the time, so I think, seeing that Mark was utilising me to help out with other sites across, the other businesses that we'd brought, and particularly up in the northwest, it made me feel good and felt that I had some progression, and that someone believed in, what I could do and to make a difference. So I invited 10 of my management team to Le Mans. I think I've been lucky enough to be invited to 2 or 3 over the years. But I've got to say this one was the best of the lot. Mr. Percival was in fine form, and everyone who come on that trip, it's on a need-to-know basis. What happened in that minibus stays in the minibus. And I would say it's probably the best trip we've had, but there'll be some people here this evening that might disagree. However, what a trip, by the way. I think just, I love the fact that I think what keeps us going is that we've progressed over the years. We've had a bit of a pause over the last few years just to sort of reset and see what goes on out there. But I think the progression that Mark particularly and the company have given me to move on in my own career. But if you look round, there's a load of people in the room tonight. There's a load of people in the room. What am I chatting about? No, so let me start again. Yeah, so if you look around the room, at the awards, if you look around the room, there's a load of people here tonight that have, progressed from salesmen, trainee technicians, service advisors, and now in, leadership positions. And I think that's what defines us from the rest, because I think we're the best at growing our own without having to always go out and look elsewhere. And I think by, the flexibility of us doing that just makes us what we are today. COVID was quite a big moment from, when you talk about maybe a disastrous moment for the group, that there was we was up on the balcony in Hatfield, and we were sort of looking out the window, and we was being shut down as a country. But I think as a group we acted swiftly. I think as a leadership team we joined together and really, you know, put some plans in place to keep it all going for everybody concerned. No, I think we play hard, we work hard, we have a load of fun. There'll be some people in the room tonight that might not think we do, but we do. And I think, you know, for the people that have been loyal to the group, and there's a load of people in the room that is, you know, I think that's why we always, you know, we're always still here and we keep pushing and driving forward. You know, this would be our, you know, our third awards evening moving forward. I think it's, you know, it's a great night. It's been getting better and better every year. Obviously, it's even bigger this year than it has been. But I think it's great to bring in the people that we recognise, although everyone does a great job. You know, the people here tonight have really kicked on, whether it's to get Master Technician accreditation, passed as an apprentice technician, or, you know, achieve something else within the group. So I think, yeah, it's really important we do these nights and to celebrate it together.